The Jet, WJTK. It is North Florida today for this Wednesday, 22nd day of June. George R. Bob Dekle Sr. is our guest. He's a legal skills professor. He's written a new book called The Last Murder, The Investigation, Prosecution, and Execution of Ted Bundy. It is kind of a textbook in the sense that you hope that this helps other prosecutors or other attorneys or other lawyers who may have to face a similar issue to not have to go through the hurdles that you did, correct?
That's correct. The book is classified as a textbook, and for that reason, not every bookstore is going to be carrying it. The best way to get it would be online.
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, yep. Overstock.com.
Now, will Barnes & Noble stock it as well, though, in their stores? Or no?
I checked yesterday in Gainesville, and it's not stocked in the store in Gainesville as of yesterday, but it is online at Barnes & Noble.
All right, well, go ahead and talk a little bit about it. I mean, you hope that other attorneys or other prosecutors or folks that will read it and look at it and learn some things from you?
Not necessarily some things from me, but some things from the problems that we confronted. Not every solution that we had for every problem that we confronted was probably the best solution, but to be forewarned about the types of problems you're going to confront, well, that's forearmed. It'll give you an opportunity to do a little bit of advanced thinking and not stumble into things like we did.
Now, for those of us that aren't very familiar with this Ted Bundy and The Last Murder, and the reason I guess you got involved is his last murder was of a Lake City girl, correct?
That's correct. Yes,
okay,
sir.
So when did that happen, and did it fall in your lap because that murder occurred in your jurisdiction?
Yeah, February the 9th of 1978 was when it happened. Early morning, not early morning hours, morning hours. School had just started, and I was working as assistant state attorney in Third Circuit, which includes Lake City, and as a result of that, I got involved in the case at a pretty early stage.
What were the circumstances surrounding that murder?
Well, on this particular morning that the crime occurred, it was a cold, rainy day, and the school crossing guard out in front of Lake City Junior High School, which is now the school board offices, noticed a white van driving back and forth in front of the school, with the driver leering or staring at the school. He saw this happen 2 or 3 times and made note of it, but the guy wasn't doing anything wrong, so took no action. A little bit later that morning, after classes were in, Kim had left her pocketbook in her home room and gone across campus to physical education, which was in the the auditorium that day because of the inclement weather. Her homeroom teacher noticed that she had left her pocketbook and sent another student to come back and get her pocketbook. He didn't send the student with the pocketbook because of possibility of somebody saying, well, something was taken from the pocketbook. So Kim went back to the homeroom, got her pocketbook, turned around, walked out of homeroom class, and disappeared. And a Lake City firefighter was driving by about that time and saw Bundy putting Kim in the white van and thought that what he was seeing was a father going to school to pick up a daughter who'd gotten in trouble. He thought nothing of it at the time, and Bundy drove west and did what he did, and left Kim's body at a location near the Swanee River State Park in Swanee County, Florida.